Have you ever wondered why heaven stays silent just when you need it most? The truth is that when God is silent, he's secretly orchestrating a divine overhaul in the shadows, preparing you for a destiny so shocking that your heart would shatter if you knew it too soon. You feel abandoned, you question every prayer, and each unanswered cry seems to echo louder than the last. But Romans 8:28 whispers through the silence that all things are working together, even this pause, to form a masterpiece out of your pain. Insight 1. God's silence is calibration. He's surgically removing the idols and distractions that comfort could never touch, exposing hidden sin patterns and false dependencies, so that you'll learn to stand on unshakable faith rather than fleeting feelings. Insight 2. In the void of his voice, he's secretly refining your character. Like Job in his suffering, you're tested beyond comfort, so that when provision arrives, your integrity will carry the weight of purpose without collapsing under praise or prosperity. Warning: if you confuse silence with rejection, you'll miss the secret rehearsal for your breakthrough role in his kingdom narrative. Insight 3. The hidden silence is his hidden invitation to intimacy. When David hid in caves, God's voice was absent, but his presence was never withdrawn, and in that darkness, David's heart learned Psalm 23 4-level dependence on the shepherd's unseen rod and staff. Insight 4. He's empowering you for spiritual warfare. The stillness primes you to recognize his voice, even when the world shouts, forging ears that detect the soft whisper of guidance beyond the crash of circumstances. Each moment of silence is a hammer blow against self-reliance, transforming your plea into perseverance and your frustration into fiery passion to pursue him at any cost. Secretly, he's aligning circumstances, smashing every closed door he once permitted to protect you from a premature blessing that you weren't yet equipped to steward. Shocking as it sounds, this silence is more alive than noise. It's the calm before the storm of his glory that will redefine your entire story. Hidden principle. Silence teaches timing. Just as Exodus 14 found Israel trapped at the Red Sea with Pharaoh's army behind them, the deliverance came not in the moment of their crying, but in the stillness when the sea stood ready to split. You are that trapped people, and your sea is about to roll back, but only once you learn to wait on his schedule, not yours. When God hides his voice, you discover whether you're truly his child or merely a spiritual contractor seeking his handout. He remains silent until your motives align with his mission, till your faith matures beyond convenience, until your prayers become less about rescue and more about worship. In the vacuum of unanswered requests, you'll uncover the flaw in believing that provision equals blessing. Sometimes the blessing is found in the absence, forging an unbreakable hunger for him rather than his gifts. Your struggle with doubt, your shaking knees, your racing mind, they're all part of his hidden strategy to transform you from a promise chaser into a worship warrior. You might be screaming inside, "God, are you there?" But the silence itself is a holy echo of his nearness. James 1:2 level testing that produces endurance, an endurance that refines you for a testimony far more impactful than any immediate answer. So here's the challenge. Refuse to interpret this silence as defeat. Instead, let it drive you deeper into the secret chamber of the soul, where raw faith is forged by fire. When God breaks his silence, and he will, you won't be the same person who paced the floor pleading for relief. You'll be a chosen vessel, tested and triumphant, ready to speak with authority into destinies that hang in the balance. This is what he's really doing in the silence, sculpting a servant, unveiling a warrior, and igniting a voice that will roar his power to a world desperate for hope. Will you trust his silence as you would his presence? The real question is, can you handle the transformation it brings?